the cap's going to be point. I'm sorry, I've missed analyzing you guys now as you came on here, but people are going to get caught out here for tilt mode. As Dimitris, he's going to have the shield broken here. She's going to move away. Kumporn's going to get caught out though, where he's in Mechless Diva form. Miller's going to get hooked in as well. So people here from tilt mode, staying too close to the entrance point, we're waiting for people to come up from the spawn and get caught out. So they're going to give extra percentage over to Roblox now, without much of an effort coming from them. All they're doing is just holding the choke and just getting hooks off. So the same thing might happen again. So people are keen here to try and get some hooks, but you're not waiting for the rest of your team, which is going to cause you to use your abilities and have your shields getting busted before you even have 6 to work with. So you're going to put yourself in a disadvantage. Lila gets hooked in here. So tilt mode is making it, well, let's call him sub mode. I'm going to call him tilt mode, but just remember that these guys aren't running their full squad. So they've got half their team are with subs. So I can't be too harsh on them and grill them, because I don't know the other 3 players want that. I know the original 6 wanted to be streamed. So here he goes. Adam tries to get back over. He doesn't manage it. He kills himself here. Couldn't get over the wall. As Crimson Wolf has got the Baronet Grenade, gets hooked in, just gets out in time. Here's Dimitris. The shields are completely broken here, so they can move in. They have to wait for the cooldown for Dimitris. So they pull that trigger. He's got the shield down. Pull the trigger. Pandashi gets taken out here. They're going to move in here. They're going to fall straight into an Earth Shatter. Bones is going to have the Transcendence to keep everyone healed up here, but it's not going to... Too many ultimates here for my liking from Roblox as they throw in the self-destruct. They're going to pick up any kills though. Everyone got themselves out of the way here on Roblox. They've taken out Molten as well. The cap's coming in, but he's all alone over here, Kunpon. The rest of the team can't join him because they're fighting out here now. I'm just swirling around. Look at this. I'm just doing like 360s here, like outside. There's nothing's going to happen over here with Zypher getting the dead eye. No one's going to be able to follow that up. It's not going to matter. They've already won. I don't know why I'm even analysing that. I'm just kind of going off on a tangent. 1-0 now. It's completely pointless. 1-0 now for Roblox. As tilt mode, they lost it by just hanging in the entranceway and just not letting their members regather. And people just getting hooked and giving ult charge to Roblox, giving them more percentage on the cap. It's just, you've got to wait for your team and just not diminish your shields. Now people caught out, especially with a Roadhog there, just waiting at the doorway, waiting for someone to peek. I think he's actually using the Roadhog skin, is he? Ah, screwed off. Roadhog, I love it. Here we go, we're going to move forward. And going back through the entrance. Let's see who gets there first, as it's going to be Kunpon, because Dimitris, you need to not use that shield so early. You wanted to get to the point a bit faster. But Kunpor's going to find himself hooked there, and he has a Discord orb on top of him as well. He charges in. You want to go the opposite direction because he just finds himself completely surrounded. The rest of his team wasn't even there yet. Kunpon did a good job getting there early, but then the rest of his team weren't there to back him up, and he just charged in. So some communication issues there for sub mode. They need to make sure that they can get that fixed. As Adam is just over here, who's just hopping around getting some damage down here on the back line. And if you can get a boop, you could probably boop off Kunpon if you can land it nicely enough. Kunpon had himself a little bit too far forward. It's not going to happen now. So Crimson Wolf was trying to get a hook off, but everyone's got themselves inside the building now for sub mode. They're going to regather here on their left-hand side, just waiting for a couple more members. The hook misses here for Pandashi. Going to regroup here. Benji's now on the Hanzo. I don't really rate Hanzo on this map, but here goes Pandashi down to the Abyss. So they're just... not playing as a team right now, sub mode. People dying one after the other. Like some people caught here. Calbred's over here on his own. He's fallen off. Everyone's going to have different spawn times. This is not good at all. So you can't have different spawn times. I don't want to grill them too hard because they're playing with subs, as I've said. So just make sure you try and synchronize your spawns. That's all I'm trying to say. Skelly Bones pops premature Transcendence. Not going to make too much of a difference though, as they still got an Earth Shatter and a whole hog to work with here. Roblox team. As Adam gets the, he was ready for a Rocket Barrage. He switches onto the Genji, so could have just hung around as Pharah and got the Rocket Barrage off. But I suppose there is a Roadhog and a Soldier 76. He probably doesn't want to deal with. But here they go, with the fight's going to happen right out here on the entrance point on the opposite side here. As no one's really going to come in here, so self-destruct is going to be landed right down here in the middle. It's going to pick up a triple kill here. No one was able to get out of the way in time. They're going to all clean up here. As you can see, no one can push in together a 6 here for sub mode. And they've only got a few percent, and they're not going to get there in time. It's going to be 98. No one's going to get there. The hooks are going to come in here, but that's about it. So they're going to move on to the next point. It is a best of 5 here for Lijiang Tower. If they can cap this, then all good. This will be the last map of the night, I believe. So they need to make sure they just synchronize spawns and company here this time around. As Skelly Bones is jumping onto the Zenyatta to combat Sean's Lucio. Oh, he's going to switch to D this time around. So they're going to mix things up here, having a bit of fun here. Roblox. As I've got the things back to front. Yeah, I'll just flip over my notepad. There we go. And they're going to push on to the point now with Kumpon leading the charge now. I haven't seen him play anything else than Reinhardt. He's always loving the old Reinhardt picks there. There's Crimson Wolves just jumping up and down here with the Lucio. Everyone's a little bit spread out now for tilt mode. Starting to come back towards closer to the entrance point of their spawn. As the hook comes in here for Pantasy on top of... No, I can't even remember who that was. You got someone in the background. And Benji's there to help clean up as well. Dimitrius is falling down to him. And so Ivan's going to play the Widowmaker here in King of the Hill. So it's just... There's not much for me to analyze here because everyone's picking random stuff. It's just a Widowmaker here on Lijiang Tower. It's not really what you would call like a meta pick. Maybe this works for him. Excuse me. He's definitely getting picks though. As Benji's the next one to fall. That Spider-Man is going to be popped over there as well. They're going to start moving forward. But they didn't find a way to deal with that Widowmaker because she's finding herself a nice good position there. So no one's even contesting her. She's just going to get all these free shots off as Molt and Coupon, they do get a kill each and they've killed people on top of the spawn. As Benji's there to take care of Zypher's Widowmaker. They're going to be able to cap the point. I think this is the first time they're going to be able to cap in Lijiang Tower out of all the maps they've played on here. So, and that fight with Molten's double kill here, man, I'm getting really tired. 5% now. Everyone's going to start regrouping over here for Roblox now. Coming up through the entrance point, as Skelly Bones is going to have the Transcendence. Zypher just popped the... Oh, he just switched to Genji. I was like, when did he pop a Dragon Blade? He's on 0%. No, he just switched to Genji. So Adam's got the Graviton Surge as well. 4 ultimates though for tilt mode, so they definitely got the advantage, but they find themselves inside a Graviton Surge. Sound barrier being popped as well. They're right in their face. Kumpon lands an Earth Shattered as soon as he busts out of it, but Skelly has the Transcendence to keep everyone up through it. Then a boost on top of Kumpon. They throw down their own Graviton Surge, sheer tilt mode, and the self-destruct's going to land. It's not going to get any kills though, as Kumpon's moving around with the Zaya shield to start cleaning up people. So they're in control, tilt mode, doing a good job with the counter Graviton Surge, but they don't have any ults here. The only ult in the game right now is with Crimson Wolf with the sound barrier, so they can come back up onto the point right now, Roblox, and use the sound barrier. They'll be looking comfortable. They won't have to run into too many ults besides Benji's Dragon Blade, but Cypher has his own, so they're going to move on here. Zypher hits the Dragon Blade, but he's been put to sleep. What a nice sleep dart there from Leela. He's going to get the Dragon Blade again though, so he popped it. He should have been asleep with it. Must have been a little bit too early, but that sleep dart really deserved to keep Zypher asleep. So that's really unfortunate there because Leela did everything right, and I think that's just unlucky that Zypher got to press his Dragon Blade again, because that would have been tilt mode's point otherwise. But they're going to regroup over to the entranceway, but they get stuck inside Adam's Graviton Surge. He gets charged there by Kumpon, who takes him out. But Dimitrius is there with the Reaper and gets a nice double kill as they're still fighting in the entranceway. As Kumpon's just separated from his team. He joins back now. He's been forced back. That's 83%. Now they're coming through the entrance point to start the fighting again, just past the shuttle here. Throws down, and Earthshatter's going to slam down everyone in his way as 4 members down to the ground. He's going to start swinging the hammer, takes out Crimson Wolf. So everyone's separated here from Roblox. As Dimitrius tries to get back on the point, he's taken out. Here comes the self-destruct here in the back line. It's not going to pick up any kills here from Sean. And he's going to get back into his mech though. As Pandashino has the nano boost, but he can't get through the transcendence here from Skelly Bones. They're still fighting on top of the point. Adam takes a big snooze here, as Benji's just watching him. He could have been fighting someone else on top of the point. Benji, you got to turn around, mate, as the self-destruct's going to land here, but no one's going to get it. Graviton Surge to clean up a couple of members here, as it's 99% still for Roblox. It's Tiltmode trying to get it back into their favor to recap. But Zephyr now has to use the Dragon Blade, but there's a sound barrier being popped here for Tiltmode. Coupon lands and Earth Shatter. That's going to finalize that. They've blown a lot of ultimates here. Tiltmode, they've used all their ults actually. They're going to be down, so they're still going to have to fight once again. So still a good position here for Roblox to go in. They've got the Death Blossom to work with, and they'll have a sound barrier by the time they get to the point. It's at 82%. They've still got a lot of time to get back there, so to make sure no one dies, because then they will be in trouble. But Crimson Wolf need to make sure he can get his sound barrier off once everyone's grouped and get everyone to the point. If he doesn't do it, he gets taken out. Man, he was so caught out of position. Should have been with his team, because they needed his sound barrier. Adam's going to be able to get a Graviton Surge, and they've got Dimitrius's Death Blossom to combo with, but Adam's low, but he does get people caught in it. He's going to come this Death Blossom, he can pop it now. Dimitrius doesn't even need it. He's just using the Deagles. He doesn't give a crap. He wants to just strong arm it here. And you can use now's the time for the Death Blossom. You can do it right now. He's right next to the Lucio and the Diva. No, he doesn't care. Dimitrius is a man of no blossom. All kills here with the pistols. So they've just got Benji to deal with on top of the point. Dimitrius is getting behind Coupon here, trying to break the shield. Coupon is in a good position though, because Lila is able to keep him alive. But Adam is quickly awoken here after that sleep dart, as they're still fighting on top of the point now. As Coupon doing a good job swinging around. They're going to take the cap here. And Dimitrius held on to that Death Blossom that whole fight. Questions there. There's I don't know if he realised he had a Death Blossom, but a couple of mistakes there coming from Crimson Wolf, not using the sound barrier, getting killed before he got onto the point. With his shame, jumping onto the Roadhog, gonna have Sean jumping back to the Lucio here. So he's not a Lucio player, Crimson Wolf, so I'm not gonna grill him over it too much. But that's what cost Roblox the point, not getting hit. Having having Crimson Wolf getting caught out with this not using the sound barrier, then Adam, I'm not going to fault Adam. He was able to get a Graviton Surge off with a Bionic Grenade on top of him and build it up. So it was Dimitrius holding onto his sound barrier, Death Blossom. As both teams now fighting just outside the tower, as Adam gets a nice early kill on top of Benji here. Point's going to unlock in 10 seconds. Coupon's quite fairly pushed up here. He needs to be careful, because a lot of his team are not behind him. So he's not really defending anyone, as he charges in the opposite direction, and he gets out of Dimitrius' charge, but he does kill Cal Reed in the end. He's going toe-to-toe with Coupon right now, who's going to get the best, and Dimitrius is going to fall down to Coupon as the hook comes out from Crimson just on the outside of Coupon's shield. He gets flashbanged and runs into the wall here. Still got the nano boost on top of him. He's swinging left and right. That's an early nano boost there from Leela, who got taken out just before getting off the boost, as Benji gets the kill on top of Skelly Bones. People are still fighting on top of the checkpoint now, as the beams coming out from Adam. It's high energy, so a lot of people need to be careful of this and try and separate us. They're just killing all the squishes quite easily here. 25%. Now they can move across here to the entrance point and start catching out sub mode again, what they were doing before, getting caught out here in the entrance point. As you see, their hook came on top of Molten pretty quickly there. Coupon is there with the shield, but they'll start getting their shields broken if they're not careful. They need to make sure they get all the members up now if they want to stay alive. If they want to be able to come through the entrance point and recap. As he comes to Dragon Blade now for Benji. He's going to go trying to get the back line, but Skelly Bones has the Transcendence, and the sound barrier popped as well. No Dragon Blade is going to be able to cut through 2 layers of defensive ults. So a lot of ults were popped though for Roblox. They've still got Zypher's Deadeye. If you can get yourself in a good position and wait for the push to happen, and then Deadeye behind them, that could work out well. That could work nicely for them here, Roblox. But They're going to be able to regather themselves here, tilt mode, and move through the entrance point. As Molten gets hooked, though, just past that Reinhardt shield, as the Gravitational Surge is going to come out here from Molten. Bionic Grenade lands here from Leela. They're going to be able to follow up with some kills, but Adam's still alive, though, with high energy, and he gets 2 kills here, moving back on to the point. Self-destruct's going to come out. He's going to use the Zaya shield to combat that. Everyone's going to be able to stay in control of the point. 86%. This is the last push of the game now for Tiltmode. They find themselves inside a Graviton Surge here. A little bit early because he only got Kumpon. And now people can get back through here. The Deadeye is going to come out though for Zypher. He's going to get the kill on top of Lilo. Take out the support. The Cap's coming out there for Tiltmode. They've almost got it here, but Devaturus and a couple of other members from Roblox are able to get there in time as the sound barrier has been popped here for Tiltmode to keep themselves alive on the point. It's not going to be enough though because the kills are coming in the favor of Roblox. As Panshi gets there just in time, but the Transcendence popped now for Skelly Bones. The mech's being popped now of Pandashi. Kumpon's going to get there just in time. Benji's having a snooze there on top of the point before being taken out. Kumpon has an Enter boost, but he's going to be killed before he can even use it, as it's just Tracer, Molten and Tracer, and that's not going to be enough. That's going to be it, 3-1, and that's done and dusted. Roblox, good job there. GG's go out now for both teams, but shout out to Tiltmode, still putting up a fight with their subs and giving an opportunity for Roblox to get some scrims done tonight, and letting me cast some scrims. I was going to do Ancient Templar scrims, but these guys got to me first, and I wanted to, you know, at least honor the people that hit me up first. And if you want your scrims casted, make sure you get to me because I try to get them booked as fast as possible so I know what I'm doing.